Hey Pisces, welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're coming back and you're returning, it's good to have you back. This is going to be a reading regarding your spiritual journey, your spiritual improvement. These messages will definitely be connected to your more physical aspects of your life. So money, your finances, your job, your career, relationships of all kinds, whether they be platonic, romantic, or in your family, as well as the relationship with yourself. But this reading, being spiritual, the spirit is connected to all things physical, right? And Pisces, I feel like you, out of all of the signs, would know that. Okay, as I'm giving you this reading, it is in the month of March, and we are in the season of Pisces, so the energies are maybe a little bit heavy for some of you out there if you have Pisces in your chart. Okay, so this is for all signs of Pisces. I know for a fact that my friends and myself are feeling this strong energy of Piscean energy, but it's really forcing us to go within. And me being a Pisces moon, definitely feeling a lot of the energies of this season, but it's beautiful. It's here to improve and better myself, as well as it is here to better and improve you guys. Okay, so I hope that these messages that I give you for the year 2022, as far as your spiritual journey this year, I hope that it's of some encouragement as you move through this this month, this season, and through this year. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into your reading, Pisces. So I'm going to pull tarot first in these readings, as I've been doing for the rest of the signs for this particular reading. And then I'm going to pull oracle messages after. So I'm going to let the cards fall instead of shuffling to choose the cards. I'm just going to let the cards choose themselves. I'm going to let my spirit guides give me the cards to choose for you. The first card that will choose itself will be the card that pertains to your primary energies this year on your spiritual journey. So wherever you, just like you're sitting here now in your body, whether you're at home, you're at work, in school, outside, wherever, whether you're sitting, standing, laying down, watching this video, you have a location, right? You're somewhere in this body, but your spirit is also somewhere as well, in another dimension, in a portal. Your body is a portal that keeps you grounded here on this planet, but your spirit is someplace else. And sometimes our bodies will show where our spirits are in many different ways. Sometimes it doesn't. So this is why I feel inclined to give you these readings. Okay, Pisces. So let me just put my phone over here because it's in the way. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and see what cards pull, or what cards show themselves. I'm going to pull 5 cards for you, or have 5 cards fall. And whichever ones show themselves, that is for your message of this year of 2022 and what you need to improve on and your encouragement moving forward. Okay. Universe, source, archangels, earth spirits, earth guides, gods, goddesses, ancestors, archangels, please come before us to speak to all signs of Pisces, all individuals in this world who identify with the sign of Pisces, all people with Pisces in their chart. What are their messages for their spiritual journeys, their spiritual journey in the year 2022? For the sign of Pisces, what is their spiritual messages? What is their spiritual guidance in the year 2022? Let's see for Pisces. So let's go ahead and see, Pisces, what falls out. I'm getting a sense of anxiety for you, Pisces, for some reason, whether it be great amounts of anxiety or just ever so often this year. I feel like you're feeling a lot of things, whether you know what you're feeling or not. I just feel that you guys are feeling a lot Just be sure that you're protecting your energies, wearing black stones or just any stone that is representing protection for your energy during this year of 2022. I do get this. I get that for, oh, that's very interesting. So I'm just going to pull this card because this is the card that showed itself. So what was I just saying before this card fell? I said protection. This card says protection. The Four of Stones, or in the traditional tarot, is considered the Four of Pentacles. So Pisces, during this time, the universe kind of sees you as this very precious, very, I wouldn't say innocent, but you're almost like this precious child. Whether it be the universe, your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, or your creator, like they see you as this very precious thing. And whoever your guides are, whoever is watching after you, they want to make sure that you are okay. So that's a good sign, I feel, for you, Pisces, on your spiritual journey this year. Because there is like a mother figure. There's a mother guide, there's someone who's a mother to you, Pisces, physically, but I feel like they're in the spirit realm, okay? They're not, pretty much in human terms, they're not alive. So there are those of you who have a mother who is really looking after you. They're protecting you. They want to make, like, no matter where you go in your life, they're there with you, whether you feel it or not. Day in and day out, they're with you, okay? They haven't left your side. Others of you, there is a mother goddess that is looking after you. You may want to work with them if you are into that kind of thing, okay? If not, this is just your creator, once again, kind of bringing in like a mother energy towards you so that, you know, you're looked after, okay? It's very, very... it's very beautiful energy here. So it depends on your circumstance. If you have a mother that passed away, they're looking after you for sure. If you have a deity that's kind of like this mother figure to you, they're here to protect you. Now, like I said, for others of you, this is about you protecting your energy. So make sure this year in 2022, your responsibility is to protect yourself. So any friendships, relationships, jobs, any type of circumstance or experience that you have this year, make sure that you're not putting yourself out there without first understanding what you're getting yourself into. If you're working on a team and it's a more like a financial endeavor or it's a creative endeavor, make sure that you are copywriting, make sure that you are signing your work, make sure that you're filling out certain documents to protect yourself, signing contracts or creating contracts with people. It's very, very important that you do that when it comes to your money, all right? But at the same time, don't allow the need to protect yourself to cause you to hold on too tightly to something to where you're blocking the energies, the blessings and the opportunities from coming in. Because sometimes whenever we see something that we have to protect ourselves from, we get a little scared and we feel like, oh shit, like I'm gonna have to really like buckle down. But like, I just feel like you're already being protected anyway. But when it comes to you getting yourself into a situation like a job or a team effort or even a relationship or a friendship, it's okay to just be like, okay, just let me take it slow for now, because I want to make sure that I'm paying attention to everything. I want to make sure I read all of the documentation. I want to make sure that I'm getting myself into something that is going to improve and benefit me in the long run, for the long term, right? So be careful the paperwork that you're signing, okay? If you're needing to sign any paperwork. But I do get the sense spiritually there is someone looking after you. They will be showing you signs, so pay attention, Pisces. And during this time, just make sure that you are very aware of what you're getting yourself into, okay? Be very aware of that. Yeah, but there I do sense a strong feminine energy. Now you have the Four of Arrows. So again, you have energy surrounding you for sure. rest assured, right? This card says rest. You have this butterfly over this man. Like, everything's good, right? Things may not, they may feel like you're in a cocoon. You may feel like you're surrounded. You know, if you're dealing with another person, okay, or if you're dealing with, also make sure you're taking advice, Pisces. Don't be stubborn, okay? If there's someone who's saying, okay, you need to watch out for this, that even though it may be coming from a person where you're just like, I don't need to listen to them, that might be the universe speaking through that person in that moment, saying, okay, you really need to like watch out and make sure that you're paying attention, okay? But like I said before, while you're protecting yourself, make sure that you are not protecting yourself from the wrong energies, right? So like I said, because sometimes we can protect ourselves in the wrong way, where we're protecting ourselves from the blessings without realizing it. Does that make sense? So there's nothing that you have to worry about at all. I get the sense that there are those of you that have a lot of anxiety about nothing, because you see how this man is surrounded by arrows and he's just dead, laying on the ground, just like, oh my God, I'm dead. But he's not dead. The arrows are like, they're near him, but they're not. It's like a close call. You know, like the arrows like barely brushed against his hair. You know what I mean? But they're not. He's not impaled. So it may be a close call, but there may be, some of you guys, there may be a bullet that you need to dodge. Okay, you really need to make sure that you're keeping an eye on that bullet, okay, or that person or this situation. But there is no need for you to be rough around the edges about it. There's no need for you to be anxious about it. Just kind of realize, okay, these are the steps that I need to take those steps, and just leave it at that and let the universe take control, or let your creator take control. It's very, very important that you understand that. And I feel like you guys do, though, so I feel like you guys will be fine. If this mother figure who's passed on, if she's ever left you any advice before she passed away that you never really listened to in the past, you might find yourself actually taking advice this time from her. If it's a mother figure, a grandmother, a great-grandmother, an aunt, or just any feminine energy that you've looked up to, okay? Also, this can also be your higher self talking to you, Pisces, and letting you know, like, hey, protect yourself. We need to protect our energy. We got a lot of opportunities coming our way, but we also have a lot of people who want to steal those opportunities from us. So if this is your higher self, open your third eye, open your crown chakra, right? Activate those chakras, because they may help you in the long run when it comes to this contract or this job opportunity, or working with a client, or working with a team, or getting into a certain relationship, okay? Then yeah, we have the Ten of Bows. It is your responsibility, Pisces, to do this, because you have a long journey. Well, I don't want to say a long journey, but you have a load that you have to carry, right? You have a job to do. This can also represent a job, but you have a job to do in this regard. On a spiritual level, you have a lot that you're carrying right now, or you have something that you're carrying. This can also represent your children as well, Pisces, for those of you who are parents, okay? If you're a parent, it's your responsibility definitely to protect your children, but not to the point where you're not allowing them to spread their wings, grow, and thrive, right? So be careful with that if you're a mother or a father, okay? But I do get the sense with the Ten of Bows here, you have a responsibility to yourself. Things are not just going to they're not going to fall into your lap, but even if they do, when something is granted to you, make sure that you're honoring that and respecting that gift, and making sure that you are protecting that gift, and not giving it away to just any person, or not giving your energy to anybody, right? And then we have the Six of Stones here. And the Six of Pentacles. So again, there may be somebody who may be trying to make you do all of the work, but make themselves look like they did all the work, kind of a thing. Okay. There's someone who's not really in this year. I don't know if you're dealing with it now or if it's in your future, but there's someone here who, instead of them doing the work, or if they need something, instead of them getting up and asking for help and doing the work to get the help, they kind of push you to do it instead of doing it themselves. So you just end up with the burden, but no payback, like no compensation for that. So if this is about a job, you guys, or for others of you, this is a parent. Once again, if this is your mother and she's alive today, or maybe whether she's not, you may be needing to heal yourself because your mother energy, she may be the type of feminine energy to put a lot on your shoulders if your mother is like that, but they don't want to actually do the work for themselves to get themselves out of a certain predicament financially or in a relationship or whatever. They may be very stubborn and you may feel like you're carrying a heavy load. But now is a time this year, Pisces, you need to protect yourself from that. Any person who maybe have an exploitive type of personality, or if there's someone who is pushing you at the forefront and hiding behind you and wanting you to do all of the work, but they're not willing to put, if in order for you to be on a team with someone or be somebody's friend or be in a relationship, they have to be willing to do the same amount of work that you are willing to do in order for this, for opportunities to come in for the both of you and for both of you to grow. I don't see that, because I feel like somebody is not doing as bad as they say they are. Okay. Do your work. You don't do anybody else's work. And if it's the opposite, where you're not doing the work, Pisces, but you're expecting shit to just fall into your lap, or you're expecting somebody else to do it for you, it's not going to work that way. Okay. This is why the universe wants you to protect your energy, because it's time to do the work. It's time to put yourself out there. There's going to be people who are going to see you who may not like you, or they may see that you have what they want, and they may come after you, and that may scare you, but don't cause it to scare you to where you're not doing anything about your goals. Make sure you're facing your challenges. Make sure you're facing your challenges at this time, okay? You have to do the work for yourself. You have to change your perspective and your mindset. I don't know if that's the card. Okay, yeah, so I think that wanted to show itself. The stag, this is Leo energy. This is considered the strength card in the traditional tarot. So once again, there is the energy, because some of you guys, you're dealing with a Leo, okay? If there's a person who's looking after you, they're a Leo, okay? Or they're of Leo energy or fire energy. They're very, very strong. They're very confident. They've accomplished a lot in their lives, for those of you who are being looked after by this person. But if this is not a person that you're dealing with, once again, this is about you taming the beast inside of you. Whatever troubles you have in your mind about putting yourself out there, about working, you know, showing people what you're made of, showing people what you're capable of accomplishing in your career. Put yourself out there. It's fine. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't allow, if there's somebody who tries to take from you or steal what you have, or steal what you've worked so hard to create for yourself, don't allow that to push you in the corner. Because once you hide yourself, that's when nobody's going to see you if you hide yourself. If you make yourself known and you do the work to actually protect yourself, this person is going to have to be challenged with that, and they're going to have to stand up and either they're going to have to show their ass, pretty much. Okay, so don't back yourself into a corner at all. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is Taurus energy. I read this as Taurus, and it's represented by the horse. So it's definitely, you have the freedom to do what you want, Pisces. You have the freedom to make your own decisions. However, just make sure that you're not running wild right this year. Make sure that whenever it comes to doing what you love to do and running free, make sure that you're keeping an eye on certain things, okay? Take it slow. You don't, just because you're free doesn't mean that you have to run wild all the time. Sometimes you just kind of have to just like take it easy. Enjoy the grassy fields, right? Enjoy the flowers, enjoy the sky, enjoy the clouds, enjoy the sunlight or the stars. Like, just enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy where you're at this year, okay? Because I feel like this is definitely financial for some of you. All right. Take it one step at a time. Because I feel that there are those of you that feel like, oh my God, if I don't do this right now, I'm going to miss this opportunity. The universe will show you when an opportunity is near. Or the universe will offer you opportunities. Take those opportunities. Right? But don't start thinking in your mind like, oh my God, I'm not going to get the job, or oh my God, I'm not going to be able to get that car. I'm not going to be able to get my house. I'm not going to be able to rent that. I'm not going to be able to do this, right? I'm not going to be able to meet this deadline. If you start thinking in the future that way, that's when you're going to end up manifesting the wrong things. So take it easy, take it slow, be free to do what you want, but make sure that you are aware of what you're getting yourself into, where you're going, right? Be aware of that. It's very, very important. So let's go ahead and see. We're going to go ahead and clarify these cards, okay? Let's clarify these cards for you, Pisces. For Pisces, what messages, clarify these cards. What messages do you have for Pisces, universe, source? Clarify the cards before us for the sign of Pisces, all signs of Pisces for their spiritual journey in the year 2022 of this year. What messages do you have for Pisces? Clarify these cards, please, universe, source, for Pisces. All right, let's see, Pisces. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles for you. Let's clarify these. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. So yeah, that's a lot of cards, but pretty much you do have the Page of Water, so that's that childlike energy, okay? You're on a learning path, right? You're on a path of learning when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to what you want to do, okay? And then we have the Two of Earth, which is speaking to you in regards to prioritizing, right? Too much going on all at once. The need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. So like I was saying, why don't stress out about protecting yourself. Definitely protect yourself. You already have the universe protecting you. Take certain precautions, but don't go overboard with it, Pisces, okay? Because then we have balance, which is the Temperance card, okay? The need to balance and moderate, the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for the perfect timing. So like I was saying, Pisces, do not rush this right now. This is not the time for you to rush this. It's not the time for you to think, to fast forward into the future. It's not the time for you to start doing things that are out of emotional distress or anxiety or fear, because the universe has got this under control for you. Your creator has this under control. Your higher self is speaking to you, right? So let's see what the Four of Arrows is speaking to you about in regards to rest and relaxation. Could also be vacation as well. It's okay to go on vacation and forget about like what you worked towards for a little bit. The universe will work it out for you. Don't stress. Don't feel like, oh, I can't move from here. I can't do this unless I get the answers to this. Let the universe work it out, Pisces. Trust me, like I'm a Pisces moon, so I completely understand, okay? I'm kind of going through the same thing right now. And so for those of you who feel like you're alone, or you feel like, trust me, I'm there with you. It's a very hard lesson, but once you just sit back and you just learn it and you just do what you're supposed to do, everything's going to fall into place, right? Yeah, see, you have the Hermit. So you have the Four of Arrows being clarified by the Hermit as of like when it comes to rest and relaxation this year. And it says spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So meditation, prayer, yoga, going for a walk by yourself, you know, spending time alone and actually reflecting, not just spending time by yourself thinking in anxiety and fear and thinking on the bad things that could happen. Force your brain to calm down, okay? It needs to calm the fuck down, because this is not the time to build another mound or build another hill for yourself of worry and trying to pile up things just to make yourself feel secure. No, you need to let it go and stop what you're doing. You've already done the work. When it's time to do work, do the work. When it's time to give it a rest, give it a rest. There's no need for you to keep working on something to perfect it. Let things take course. Let the cycle run its course. Okay? Let's see what the Ten of Bows is saying. The Ten of Wands. A Sagittarius energy. Or it could also be Leo energy. I think it's Sagittarius. I read it as Sagittarius energy, but let's see what the Ten of Bows in regards to your responsibilities this year in your spiritual journey. But remember, you have a responsibility to yourself. So if you're trying to be responsible for A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, you need to just remember that you have one other person that you need to be focused on, making sure you're healthy, making sure that you are balanced, okay? If your body is out of balance, your hormones, whatever, make sure that you're paying attention to that as well, but also don't stress about that. That's something I'm getting, Pisces, for some of you, where you're doing the healthy things, you're doing the right things, you're being responsible, but you get to the point where you go overboard. You burn yourself out and you stress out about it. Do what you need to do and leave it alone, right? So you have the Ten of Fire, which is the, again, you have the Ten of Wands clarifying the Ten of Wands, and the Two of Wands, or the Two of Fire here. So you have two fire cards here. So it says you've come into your own, new partnerships or contracts, continue to move forward. Like I said, keep building, keep moving up that mountain. You have new contracts and new opportunities on the way, right? Put yourself out there, continue to move forward. Even if there's someone there who's trying to threaten to take your stuff away from you, or take your shit away from you, or to steal from you, you know, don't worry about that, because they're not going to get away with it. It says too much work for the Ten of Fire, like I was saying. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. So Pisces, if you're stressing out, once again, your body will tell you. What is your soul telling you? From what I can see here, your soul is telling you to calm down. It's telling you to do what you're supposed to do and release it. Let it go. Let the universe take control. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what the Six of Stones, or the Six of Pentacles, is saying to you, Pisces, in regards to your spiritual journey. Yeah, so we have the Emperor. So there are those of you that are dealing with a father figure or a parent. This can also be a manager. You can be dealing with an Aries here who, or a boss. There could be someone who's they're not doing the job that they're supposed to be doing. Okay, you need to take charge and actually, you know, make sure you understand your worth, Pisces, in the workplace, or if it's with your family or a relationship. Because there's someone who's pretending like they have leadership skills, but they kind of push you in front. They want to get paid the money, but they want you to do the work without you actually getting compensated. I don't know why I'm getting that for some of you. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the workplace. This can be with anything. You can be in a relationship where someone is pretending like, oh no, I'm doing the work, I'm doing the best that I can, you know, or you're not understanding me, where you're dealing with somebody who is just boo-hoo, poor me, but they're not really doing anything to grow as a person. But you are, you know, you're doing so much work to love this person and to do the best that you can to be a good person and a good partner or a good friend or a good whatever. But I get the sense that, you know, you have to stand up and be like, you know what, I've been doing the work. I've been trying my best, you know. This can be someone that you live with, okay? It doesn't have to be, but okay, that's interesting. So you have Judgment that wanted to come out. Yeah, it says time to move in a new direction. So it's time to reevaluate a lot of things, Pisces, this year. It says review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. So once again, when it comes to this relationship, whether it be a business relationship or whatnot, Pisces, you really need to make sure that you are reevaluating or just reviewing your relationship to that thing or that person, because your reasons for getting into the relationship or your reasons for being a part of a certain project may be different than the reason why someone else got into it with you. Right? So you have to make sure that you're on the same page with this person, and that conversation might come up this year where you're going to realize, okay, like, why am I a part of this? Like, why am I a part of it? But also, why is this other person a part of it? Like, are we on the same page? Okay. You need to have the strength to say something to them or about that, right? So let's clarify the Stag or the Leo card, the Strength card. Okay, for you in regards to your spiritual journey and what that means for you, okay? But I think it just represents that the courage to be like, okay, what are we doing here? How are we going to move forward? Are we moving forward, right? Because you may have to move into a different direction, Pisces, completely from this person, and it may not feel good to them, okay? Or there can be a work-related situation where you thought that you guys were on the same page about something with a manager, with a boss, or a supervisor, or a team lead, and you guys were not on the same page, you know, and you're gonna have to like either quit your job or move to another department, something like that, right? Yeah, so you have the Knight of Earth again. Okay, and it says, time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. So you're definitely being guided here, and you're being told to slow down, Pisces. And then we have the Three of Air. Great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. So Pisces, it may not feel good for you to have to step away from this person. It's not going to feel good for you to have to step away from this job or whatnot, because you're so loyal and dedicated. I feel like you have that almost like that Leo energy, or that earth type energy, where you feel, you know, I wanted to stick with this. I wanted this to go somewhere, right? So whatever it is that you're protecting, whatever it is that you're holding on so tightly to, Pisces, I'm not saying that you have to break up with somebody or not be their friend anymore or quit your job necessarily, unless that's the conclusion that you come to. All I'm saying is that you may have to change your course, or change your pattern and how you're dealing with this person. You may need to start speaking up, and it may be scary, and it may make you feel a certain type of way on the inside. You may feel like everything's crumbling and you're going to lose this person, but if you do end up losing that person, so be it, okay? You're on your own path, they're on their own path. So you need to spend some time alone, Pisces, for a while, to really understand, like, all is not lost. I need to slow down. I need to calm down and just relax, because I feel like if this is a relationship with somebody, because I also feel like there will be reconciliation for sure, or you and this person reconciled before, but it just, your priorities are different in some way, shape, or form. You know, there is a conversation that needs to be had with this person this year, if this is a relationship. And it could be that you and this person may move in the same direction. You guys may decide, okay, we really need, your person may decide, you know, I need to move on, I need to move with you, and I need to move differently, right? So it could go that way, okay? And especially if you're dealing with like a husband or a boyfriend or a father, because I feel like there's someone who is not, someone feels that they're doing more of the work. It's either you or the other person, and there's someone who's not doing enough work. So that needs to be discussed, okay? But I feel like with the Three of Air, like, you're going to overcome this. Like, this, it's not going to be as bad as you think, because I still feel that it's not going to be as bad as you think. And then you have the Eight of Earth at the bottom of the deck. So to me, this is definitely about work. It's about your skills. If this is a relationship, then great. But on a spiritual level, like, this is you having the courage and the strength to be like, you know, I deserve better than this. I deserve to be treated better than this, right? Some of you guys may go back to school because you want to sharpen your skills, because you want to get paid more in a job. So I feel like when it comes to work, Pisces, don't become emotionally attached. It's okay to just be like, this is not working for me. I'm not happy. I'm not getting paid enough for the work that's required of me, and I'm not being treated fairly. I'm moving on, right? It's okay to do that. I really feel like, Pisces, this could be a relationship, but I feel like it is in regards to your profession, your skill, and how you spiritually move through the spirit realm and the underworld, you know, and in order to reach your goals here on this physical plane, okay? So let's go ahead and pull some oracle messages, and then we're going to bring it to a close. I'm going to pull from 3 oracle decks for you, okay, for Pisces for the year 2022, for their spiritual journey for the year 2022, for their spiritual journey, universes. Pisces, all signs of Pisces, for their spiritual journeys in the year 2022. You have the Star, Who else got this? I think it was Scorpio. It was your fellow water sign. So to me, with the star coming out for you, Pisces, something is healing inside of you. Something is going to be refreshed, renewed, transformed. Okay? Keep your eye on the prize. Even when you have bad days, even when you just feel like everything's crumbling, keep your eye on the prize. It's very, very important because you are protected. You are protected. What you've worked so hard for is protected. If you're worried that again, I'm getting for some of you, if you're worried that a relationship will crumble because you speak your truth, it may not necessarily, because if it's a relationship that the universe is saying is a blessing and they see that you and that person get along really well, you're compatible, and that you guys can have the power to grow together, the relationship may not crumble. It may feel like it. It just might feel a little bit intense because you're learning to speak your truth and say what you need to say in a different way, and that person may feel a little jolted by it. Okay? But it may jolt them into realizing, like, oh, okay, well, this is what needs to change, right? Or maybe it's you. Maybe you're the one that will realize, okay, this is what needs to change and this is how we're going to grow. Okay? I'm going to pull a couple more, 2 more oracle messages for you, Pisces, for the year 2022 for Pisces. Pisces for the year 2022 for their spiritual journey. And this card I'm going to read to you because I'm still learning how to use this oracle deck. It's the Oracle of the Black Doves of Africa. So I'm going to read from the book with that. All right. Well, I'm not sure if that's the one. Sorry. Some cards fly out, but then I don't, their energy doesn't feel right. Okay. That one kind of flipped itself over, so I think that's the one. So you have the card Aggression once again. Putting up protective barriers here. It's a scorpion there, so I feel like maybe Scorpio may have something to do with that. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find the number, the page number for the, there it is. Okay. Let me go ahead and read this to you guys. All right. So it says, slash and burn for richer fields. Destroy any and all obstacles to the attainment of your goal. Force is warranted at this time. So this year, Pisces, you may need to show your fangs. You may need to show your claws, okay? You may need to snap your claws a little bit and let someone know, whether it's in a work environment. I feel like it's work. It could be a relationship for sure, like a romantic relationship or a friendship. But Pisces, you may need to let someone see the steam coming out of your ears, so to speak, and out of your nose. You may need to let somebody know, I've had enough. I am done with this. You may have to walk away from something because it's been making you feel, just unappreciated. So if there's someone who, again, for those of you who are dealing with this is a financial endeavor or a creative endeavor, and there's someone who's stealing your work or someone who's copying what you've worked so hard to create and getting paid for it, you may need to go after them with no mercy. Okay, you may need to create a lawsuit, make sure that they get punished, maybe not too severely, but make sure that they get what they deserve for stealing your shit. Okay. This is not the time to be nice. This is not the time to, say, well, I don't want to be too, no, you need to really be aggressive, Pisces, with this, because you need to protect your work. You need to protect yourself. And if there's someone who's abusing you, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally, you need to speak up and be like, I am done with your bullshit. I'm done. I don't feel happy. I don't feel like I'm being supported. I feel claustrophobic. I feel like I'm walking around on eggshells. There could be someone who is the source of your anxiety overall in a general sense. If you're having anxiety or fear, it may be somebody who's constantly just like making you feel like you can't be yourself or you can't go after something, right? But just go with the flow, Pisces. Spend time alone. It's okay. All right. Some of you guys are dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius. Okay. Could also be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Or an Aries. All the signs are pretty much here. So one last card I'm going to pull for you, Pisces. One more card I'm going to pull for you. For Pisces, for their journey. So you have Azurite. This is the stone card that you got. And it says, expanded awareness. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. So your spirit is expanding, or it should be. You need to be pushing your spirit to expand itself, because when your spirit expands, you expand. Your life expands, right? You start to see things clearly. Your third eye and your crown chakra are key this year, Pisces. So if you want clarity, open yourself up to clarity. Open yourself up to the truth of what you need to do moving forward with your career, with your job, with your finances, with your family, with your significant other, whatever it is, or just moving forward with your spirit guides. Because you don't want to move blindly, Pisces. There may be those of you that feel like, I don't want to see what's ahead, or I'm scared that I'm going to have to do this, this, and that. Well, it's better to know than to not know. Okay. And I know that that can be very scary for some of you. It's normal to feel that way. Okay. But you have to push through it, Pisces. It's going to be fine. Protect yourselves, protect your energy. Okay. And anybody who makes you feel like you protecting yourself or spending time alone makes them feel a certain type of way, or you because you don't want to be around them, or makes them feel unwanted, guess what? They're just not the people you should be hanging around right now. Okay. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Pisces.